Welcome, everybody. It's just going to do whatever it wants anyways. Let's see if it... Oh my gosh, it actually told me I'm live for once. I love it. Hi, Miss Katie. How are you? Oh my goodness, my hair. The wind is not working with the fan is not working with my hair today. Okay. It's like that mom hair. Does anybody else have, or is it just the break off from ponytails where like it's really short? I don't know what's going on, but it's going. Hi, Miss Jen. How are you? My hair's doing its own thing like usual. I don't really know what happened. Oh, I lost all of my pens. I know somebody just donated. Miss Deanna, let me go get my pen. I took it with me and I didn't bring it back. Pen helps. There we go. Okay, let's see. We got Miss Deanna. I was doing stuff for the girls and I forgot to bring back my pen. I'm doing great, Miss Jen. Welcome, Katie. Hello, Deep Cigar. How are you? Long time no see. I hope you are doing well. Okay, Miss Deanna, is there anything that you want your cards on, my dear? You're quick. I love it. I'm happy I saw it because sometimes I don't look at it right away. It just popped up the second I plugged my phone in. Sometimes I feel like I don't know what's always going on with my phone. Oh my goodness, my dear. I hope you are okay. It was very good, Miss Kathy. I should have took a picture. And send it to you. The thing that's so funny is that he knows that I'm picky. So instead of being sneaky and like dicing up like really small like mushrooms and all of that, because usually if I see it, I'll just pick it out. And that's usually the way he does it. But sometimes I wish he would chop it up really, really tiny. I don't know if that's not a cook thing with flavoring and all that jazz. Sometimes I wish he would, just so I would eat it but I did eat it. I was very proud of myself. I saw a mushroom. I was like, I can do this, and I did it. Okay. So I'm like, okay, we can do this. I'm just gonna eat it. But it was good. And he made strawberry shortcake, and Isabel didn't like it. I'm like, well, the queen of strawberries. She's like, I don't like the bread. I'm like, of course not. Like, she loves strawberries. So I was really confused on that. I hope everybody's doing well. If there's anywhere that you can share, please share out. You never know who may see it, may need a reading to help share the love. Miss Deanna, you got a lot of changes coming, girl. You got 3 major arcana cards that have just flown out for you. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me connect and see what these are all about. Yours came out. Sometimes they come out really fast and sometimes they don't. Miss Deanna, can you remind me again if we're in a relationship or not? so I can see which way this is going, since I read your comment and you said either general and love. So now I want to see which way it's going. Because I could feel and I'm hearing a bunch of different things, and I'm trying, to pinpoint it into the right direction. Okay. Perfect. For some reason, I needed to know, I just needed to figure out what we were doing. I wanted to share in like 3 places really fast before I forget. Maybe 2. I shared in my page. Okay, I'll share a little bit. Okay. I like that you said single. I think it's better that we say. Okay. I don't know what these cards are telling me and what I'm hearing and what I just felt because you said single. Like when I read your thing and I was like, okay. And then once you said single, I saw like your higher self was like, amen. Like I feel like that's something they want you to know, that even if you're still talking, they want you to remember that you are that the single part, for some reason, is really important. I don't know if has there been other people, Miss Deanna, that has been coming around that you've been thinking that may have been talking to you? You kind of, I don't want to say pushed away, but that you pushed to the side because you didn't want to, because of what you thought might be going on in this. Because they're showing me that that we need to shift our way with this relationship. Because I'm hearing that, this has been going on for a while, and that things aren't moving at the pace that you want it to. So they're telling you this is the time to ground. This is the time to ground. This is I joined poof, plenty of fish, and then deleted it. Okay. I'm like, what's poof? And I had to think about it, but then I don't even know how I figured out plenty of fish, but it must have been spirit just throwing it out there. But we need to ground. They're saying that we need to ground, and I feel like there's a lot of different emotions that they're saying that we need to release, and it just wasn't going to, this person isn't taking you in the right direction. There's a lot of, hi, Miss Darlene. I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of I don't know. Like with the person that you're talking to, I don't know how I don't feel like, hi, Miss Tracy. I just feel like you're getting the runaround. Like I feel like it's going, and do you feel like you're going in circles with him? I just feel like this person that you are talking to, I don't see that you're going to get where you want to anytime soon. So they're saying we need I just feel like we need to ground and we need to figure out what's best for us. We need to release this energy, because this is still showing, like the Chariot showing that it's like, I feel like with this the runaround that he's giving you is making, I feel like it just like it makes you really confused, I guess is the best way this card is saying. And it just turns you upside down, and you're just like, I feel like sometimes we just don't know what we're supposed to be doing. With the Chariot card, like I feel like it makes you try to see what you're doing wrong, or if you're doing something wrong, and they're saying this is the time to focus on you. And just, I feel like it's saying it's time to refocus. And the moon is right in the middle. I like when the moon's in the middle, because this is telling you that this is the time to manifest. This is the time. There's the emotions again. So they're saying they want you to see through these emotions and manifest what you want, is what I'm hearing. They want you to do that. Yeah, because I feel like, things go good and then it's not. I feel like there's a circle thing. I put a movie on and then I decided to come live. So Leo's probably barking at the TV. So just ignore the barking, the barking puppy like usual, but I didn't turn the movie off. But I'm just like, I'm really focused on like the part where like right here, they're saying this is your time to focus on what you truly want and put it out there. Because this is showing me that you deserve an equal energy exchange relationship, but it's being delayed because of where you are right now, the person that you're talking to. This is what you want, but it's not coming because of the delay. Does anybody else's dog like to bark at the TV constantly? Is it just Leo? I always laugh at it because Jared, my husband, was like, he can't see the TV. I can promise you. All he does is, if he sees anything on TV he doesn't like, he goes and he barks at it. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Every time we try to meet, something happens. Then that's a sign for you, my dear, that it's not supposed to continue. That it's not supposed to be something. It's not your forever person, is what it's saying, and that's what the cards are pulling out too. And I feel like this is coming up is because they're saying there's so much waiting for you that we have to move forward from this in order to do it. Yeah, none of these cards are showing me that, that I keep hearing that he's not he's not, how did they say it? I'm hearing something that he's not promised. I don't know what that means. I don't know if he's not promising like tomorrow, like to be there or like to be in a relation. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I don't feel like he's a fish. That's the best way. I don't want to be mean, but I feel like he's just kind of like I feel this floating energy with this person that you're talking to, and I feel like, he does certain things for attention, but he's not ready for the commitment. So that's what I feel. I was trying to figure out the right words to do, but I couldn't. That was the best way to do it. Because we got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and this is just showing me that the laziness, like that he's only focusing on himself. He's not focusing on the work. He's just doing what's best for him, and he's taking shortcuts. And all that's doing is it's leaving you in pain. It's making you just, it's giving you that pain. It's making you feel like you're not good at, like, sometimes it can make you feel like maybe I'm just not good enough. Maybe I am doing something wrong. And this is just that pain. And they're saying it's time. To me, I feel like this is saying it's time to end it and focus back on yourself, because the Lover's card in reverse, as we know, can talk about self-love in this, or it can mean a break. It means, there's not good communication, which we know that, which is, it's kind of cool because your communication isn't coming together. It's not bringing you guys together. So this is showing that, we need to, what's the word? I don't know. I just feel like this is saying that we need to focus on ourselves, that this non-connection is not helping. He's talking a lot to talk about. Don't know if I believe or not. Oh my God, I have thoughts. I have thought. What did I do? Yeah. And with the Knight of Swords, I feel like with this Knight of Swords, I feel a lot with this card, because I feel like you feel like this is showing me like your energy, and it feels like you never know if you're doing the right thing or the wrong thing. Why hasn't this is showing me like your energy is going in so many different directions, and then you feel tired and you feel like, I feel like those negative thoughts come into your head, and then the emotions, just like it said in the beginning, like your emotions are off, and then there's, with this Strength card, I feel like this is what you feel like at the end of the day with him, because you don't know where you stand. He's very confusing, and then you have that self-doubt, and then you're like, I don't even know what to do. So I feel like you guys haven't really gotten connected yet, because I don't feel like you're supposed to. I just feel like he's just continuing to push you around and around and around. And I don't think you have done anything. I just feel like it's an attention thing. You know, I don't know where you met him at, but I just feel like, you know, he likes attention, but he doesn't want to be committed. Especially after he's probably testing my loyalty. He tells me later it was a joke, and he was testing see if I was. So he is married. So that's the fish thing that okay. So that's the fish that I was saying. Like, I'm still seeing him looking for attention, but not being committed. That must be why. If he is married, I don't know. I'm reading that as he tells me later it was a joke, and he was. He was married. Yeah, because I feel like it. So he says he's not, but I don't know if I trust him or not. Okay. You know, the way he makes me feel, like the fish thing, I don't know. I still see it, Miss Deanna. I feel like he's just fishing around for attention. I don't see any commitment. I don't feel it. And if he said that, most likely he probably is married, and he's probably just trying to find something that he needs. I can promise you any guy who's happy and married would not be messaging people and doing jokes like that. And that's a really sad way to test someone's loyalty too. I know I always say I believe in free will, but I do believe in free will. But spirit brought, you know, you said general or love. And I knew we were going love for a while. I knew we were going for love, but I had to double check on the situation. I think it's time to let him go, because I feel like he's just gonna hurt you. Oh, I know you did, and I know you wouldn't, but just, I'm saying, for him to joke about that, I don't see it as a joke. Especially with, like, when I connect with that energy, like the whole, like, seeing him, like, I feel like he talks to multiple, he might be talking to more than just you, and just trying to see what he can get. Does he have a lot of friends on his Facebook? Did he make a second Facebook? Yeah, sometimes they can be really good. Other people can be good at trying to manipulate and tell us what we want to hear and stuff like that when it comes to that. And I don't think you deserve that either. You deserve someone who is gonna treat you like the queen that you are. Shame on him. So that's what Spirit wanted you to know, is that that's why you guys haven't met. And there might be other reasons why you guys haven't met either, and it just kind of falls together. I can't. Oh, so he has it. Does he have? Oh, you can't see his. Yeah. Take all the signs, my dear. Take all those signs and run. Take them all and run. From July or from June? From July, August, September, October. I would cut him off, and I would do that. I would do whatever. I would do some manifesting right now, and I feel like if we can manifest, we can let him go and clear that, and really put out to the universe what you're looking for, my dear. I feel like you can find somebody way better by November. then he must have added you as a friend, but then blocked you to where you can't see anything. Because I know that because a lot, like my ex-boyfriend, I was friends with his younger brother on Facebook, and I said something. I was like, "Oh, I hope blah 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 has fun," and he was like, "What are you talking about?" I go, "It's on his Facebook." And he pulled up his brother's Facebook, and I just started laughing so hard. But then I felt bad because I didn't want to. I got him in trouble with his brother, and I didn't know because he blocked his brother from seeing what he post, like some of the stuff that he posts, but I could see it. So it might be that. Oh, you can only message him. Yeah, then he has it all. Then he has it blocked in security. Yeah, I would block him, my dear. He's not, if he can't be true and he can't share all that with you, I'd let it go. And then I apologize to, my ex brother. I'm like, you could have told me, I wouldn't have said anything. He's like, I didn't think about it. He's like, I should have. Because you can add or you can do certain things, but those people can block you from seeing things or seeing certain stuff. So I would let him go, my love, just to protect you. And Spirit doesn't want you to be around him. Let him go, clear things out, do whatever you need to do, and allow somebody to come into your life. They said within 4 months. They're showing me the number 4. So for me, for the number 4, for me, I don't feel like that means April. I feel like it means November. Okay. If anything, April would be, I feel like April's way too far away because you can change so much by April. You are very welcome, my dear. How is everybody else doing? If anybody else would like a reading, please let me know. If you donate, I'm making sure I didn't miss anything. Good, because you deserve all the best. And I want you to have all the best. Especially if he's hiding all of that. That's it's not fair. Good. I'm happy. You do. I will say it every live and every reading. Disney did not trick you, Miss Deanna. If you were a Disney lover, Disney taught you that you don't deserve anything better than somebody treating you like rescuing you and kissing you awake like Snow White or Sleeping Beauty, being like Belle, being treated better than what she was being treated where in the village that she lived in, being seen for who you are. The only thing that tricked us, I feel like, would be like TV and media and all that stuff telling us we have to be a certain way to be a certain person. Don't settle for anything that you know doesn't deserve you. Use use manifest here. When's the next moon stuff? When's the next new moon? Let's see. June 28th. Darn it. Just missed the new moon. Well, you could still do it. You could still, it's close to a new moon. You can do it whenever. I was going to say, if there's a new moon coming up, then you can write down all the stuff that you want to manifest and burn it outside and do it. When's the next full moon? I don't know. Why is it saying June 14th? Aren't we moving on to July? I'm so confused. Hold on. I'm so confused. I'm like, what is going on here? Let's see. Yeah, we already had the strawberry moon. Why can't it just show me? Let's see. The next one is July 13th. Okay. So July 13th, my dear, what you can do is you can write down all the things that you want to release and let go of and do that under the moon. You can manifest whenever you want. You can't even burn paper, Miss. Oh, no. Well, you could always write it on toilet paper and flush it down the toilet. That way it's being released. I know some people do stuff like that. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, then you're just gonna have to use your spiritual mind. And just release it. I know some people have used the toilet and use other ways. So you can write it on write it on toilet paper and be like, I am releasing this. This no longer serves me. I don't want this a part of my life. And and to me, I would think of it if I had if I flushed it down the toilet, think of yourself releasing all of your emotions and all of the energy is being thrown into that. And with that flush, it's taking all of that away and taking it out of your house, out of your energy. I do not do Spanish. I'm sorry. But that would probably be the best thing for you to do. Ugh. Are you safe where you're at, dear? I hope you're safe where you are. It's crazy. Good. I'm happy you are safe. Well, they can always start off small. They always start off small and they just get crazy big. Well, I'm happy you are safe. If anybody else is wanting a reading, please let me know. My kids went upstairs for a while, so I thought I would hop on too and see if anybody wanted a reading. Today went by really fast for me. I don't know why. It just kind of flew by. We went grocery shopping. We came home. Then all of a sudden, my husband was home from work. And I'm like, oh. You got this. Stay strong. Take a deep breath in and out and just clear your mind and do what you feel is best for you. If he has hidden stuff, that's not fair to you. Okay? Slamming their feet upstairs. I hope you have a wonderful night, my dear. Thank you. If anybody else I do have time for you, Miss Kathy. I always have time for you. Thank you. Always have time for my Kathy. So I was bored, and the person that I get like Color Street from, she kind of spoiled me. Sounds good, Miss Kathy. And she sent me a whole bunch of the sample things, which I've never gotten before. Like, she became my person, and she sends these little thingies, like the tester ones and all that. So I took one of the tester ones because I didn't think I liked the color, but but once I put it on, I was like, oh, I gotta use that for like one of those finger things. So I decided to get creative. It's not very good at all. But I used if you guys get those, and if you like French tips, I tried. I didn't do the greatest job, but I knew my nails needed a break from like the Color Street, and sometimes I tried to do the gel by myself, like the gel one with the I don't like using the UV lamps very often, because I don't know. I know it's not the best for your nails, so I'm trying to give them a break. But I used to be really bad at biting my nails, and the last thing I want to do is bite my nails. So I did the tips. I got you, Miss Kathy. Here we go. Okay. Let me move my phone out of the way. Is there anything you want the cards on, Miss Kathy, or whatever Spirit wants to tell you? Miss Kathy, I didn't ruin that movie for you, did I? My husband yelled at me after your reading. He's like, what happens if you ruined it for her? I was like, I gave her a warning. Told her to fast forward it. I'm like, but I'm pretty, because he was cooking in the kitchen. So he heard me talk, and then he heard me say about him and how he yelled at me not to ruin that movie the other day. I'm almost positive that you've had to have seen that movie by now. So I know you have Disney Plus. Hopefully I didn't ruin it. Okay, let's see. You didn't, Marsha. I hope not. It probably then, maybe after you watch it, maybe whatever I said will come back and it will make sense. I assumed that you watched it because I know you said you have Disney Plus. So I assumed you watched it. We just watched it for the first time. I think, was it yesterday or the day before? I didn't even know that was like a new popular movie. For like the longest time, I didn't get it. I felt very old. Miss Kathy, have you been cleansing yourself? Have you been cleansing and crying and releasing that way? Like, I can feel like tears coming out, but I also feel it like in my core. I really like it. Like, I feel like it comes out and it's just tears. Like, I feel like we're cleansed, and I feel like I'm being washed inside. Oh, okay. It's a new, I don't know, it's a new Disney movie. And I heard that it was a movie that they didn't expect to really be so as popular as it turned out. Um which I can see why they didn't really think it was. I don't know. I after watching it, it was a really pretty story, and the ending, went a complete different way, and I liked it. Um, but to me, it's not like it's Frozen. I don't know, like I don't, but it was cute. It was different, but it was magical. So I feel like that's probably why. Okay, I could feel like that's the first thing I felt is I could feel the tears, but I feel tears like every it's gonna sound really weird, but I could feel energy being pulled off, and I feel like it's totally like a cleanse, like, and it grounds you is what I got when I see this the temperance card. I feel the cleansing and the releasing, and that's why I feel like this card's coming out because you're balancing yourself. um and I'm hearing that it's a good thing that you do that because I feel like because of like what I some of the stuff that I said in your reading, like with you so open to spirit, I feel like some of other people's energy and things sometimes try to stick to you, but I feel like they haven't been sticking or coming in your energy as much as it usually does because of you releasing. Feel like your lower I feel your lower chakras are really spinning really good, and I feel like you're doing a really good job with your root and your solar plex and your sacral. I just feel so much balance with that, and they're showing me that you have so much strength as we disconnect because of how much I just feel. Okay, let me listen to what they're saying because that's what I'm feeling. I feel. Do you feel? Do you feel more empowered, Miss Kathy, after you have this release? Does it make you feel stronger? I know sometimes, like after we cry, we feel tired and we feel this, but like I feel like it gives you that strength to know that we can move forward, even if we feel like we've been disconnected from people and from things that we usually are so connected to. But they're showing me that all that has to come to an end because it's time for you to and keep hearing empowering yourself. Like they're saying this four of swords for you is really powerful right now because they're saying as you move forward, and gosh, like I love that this card came out last and that this one came out first and this one came out last because as you're cleansing and healing, this is you, kind of being like a bird and just like putting those bubbles around you and protecting yourself and trying, like I see you kind of like a butterfly, like you're in your cocoon and you're working on yourself and you're ready to like set yourself free, from, like I'm seeing set yourself free from like what you were, like it's kind of like you've gone through like your caterpillar life, and then you went into your cocoon and you're done with all this stuff that you've had to go through with your cocoon. You're ready for a new adventure. You're ready for that new beginning is what I feel like the four of swords is. And I'm hearing they want you to continue to fight for yourself because they're showing me this strength is also helping. Do you feel like some people that like things that we aren't as connected to anymore right now, do you feel like the pull and feel like how it was weighing you down, Miss Kathy, at all? I don't know if that's the right word to use. Let me listen. I just feel like, there was just some things and it was just making you really exhausted, and instead of having to like give up or just feel like things fell apart, you were able to be like, you know what, I'm gonna do me is what I feel like. Yeah, that's what I hear. I said no, it didn't come out. I like when they yell at me about cards. I got yelled at. I can feel I feel that because like I could feel like I've never felt it like that before, Miss Kathy, and I love that I felt it for you. Like I could feel, the tears, and I could just like how I feel it when I take a shower and I asked to release it, like the magnets and the energy being pulled off. Like I could feel that from my body, and that the tears, and with any tears that you do, I feel like it just helps align you to your truth. Do you still have thoughts in the back of your head that you worry about everybody? That you wish that you can, that you think that you need to fix things, or that something needs to be said or done? Because I'm hearing we really got to push that out. Because when I see this, because I feel like I know what this card means. Which one? What card is this again? 5 stars. Sometimes I have to connect with the card to know what it is. I want you to know that, I feel like, with whatever happened, I feel like sometimes we feel like we did things and we thought that it would fix both of us, and that, or fix a whole situation, and maybe it didn't. And maybe, I just feel like, and it feels like things are all mixed together, and they want you to know. I just feel like they're saying that just because something happened doesn't mean that you're the bad guy, because they're saying you're not somebody who would take things one way and only want things for you. They're saying that this is, I feel like it, like when they have those games in those movies, where they have to go from one side to the other side, and they have that really thin rope, that is wobbly and shaky, and who knows if it's going to do it. They're saying that this is just that path that you're taking to get where you need to go. They're saying that you have this ability, because you see the light at the end of the tunnel, is the way I'm seeing it. So they're saying that they want you to stay focused. Look at, and you have all these great cards. They're saying that, look at, you just have to take a leap, and as long as you still believe, things are going to be changing. To me, I keep hearing I feel like you got to keep pushing all of this out. Miss Kathy, are you seeing colors and seeing things completely different lately? Because I feel like you're like, I feel like you continue to not let I know some things always bother us. We're all human. We have things. But I feel like, you've really skyrocketed with your timelines. And I feel like, you're doing, where you were meant to be in this life is where you are, where sometimes we don't always get to. Does that make sense? I just feel like you've really transcended. Is that the word? I don't know what the word is. I just feel like you have taken such big flights because you push things out and we heal. I just feel like you're very more open right now. Have you asked Kathy or your mom or your husband or anybody to give you some type of sign to start a new life or to start a new chapter? Is what I'm hearing. Because I hear that, and then I look at the Knight of Wands, and I feel like we're waiting for the right leap. We're waiting for that sign to take that leap and to follow our passion, because we've been putting it out there to spirit. We've been manifesting this. We've been asking and praying for it. Does that make sense? I hear Lily galloping in the living room. I love it. Yep, that's what I heard. All of a sudden, it just flew in. Okay. So this must be the validation that you need to know that they know that, and that, if you tell them what type of sign you want, or if there's something that you communicated with them about it. Just know that, when it's time, you will see that sign. I like to ask for specific signs. Sometimes I don't get specific signs, but I get signs and I'm like, okay, I get it. But sometimes, like, when you're not used to it all the time, even though I'm sure you're more used to it than where some other people might be, but sometimes it just makes it easier. Good. I love it. And I'm happy that you have such a good job now. You are you are somebody that people should appreciate. Why are my eyes itchy? Are your eyes itchy? Oh my gosh, you must be outside somewhere. All of a sudden my eyes just got really itchy. Feels like allergies just totally kicked in. I don't know. My eyes itch. What are you doing, Miss Kathy? Why are you making me itchy? Are you outside? I love it. Just whatever type of sign you want. See, being appreciated. I told you there was somebody who was going to appreciate you and spoil you. I'm happy that they're doing so. Sometimes the right people see. Okay, so that's you. I'm feeling your allergies, and all of a sudden my eyes, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm not even outside. Why are my eyes like? That's like the hardest thing for me with Leo is taking him outside, and sometimes I'm just like, oh my gosh, my sinuses kick in. Your allergies are, yeah, I can feel it. I don't know if your eyes ever bother you, but for me, it can be like, it's like my eyes and my sinuses. All of a sudden, my eyes are just really itchy. Everything's itchy. That's how I deal with my allergies. Just keep putting it out there, Miss Kathy. I feel like once you are very completely ready to move on, I feel like within a good time frame of that, I feel like there'll be like there'll be a sprinkle here, and then a medium good chunk of things will come. I feel like they're it's like somebody like who's gonna propose and holds the ring behind their back and waiting for that, or has it in their pocket and just waiting, for the right time to do it. Like, I feel like spirit's just waiting for the right time to give you the sprinkles, and one of the sprinkles might be this nice bracelet you got, and another one might be coming along, and then a big one will drop once we really release all of it. I'm so excited for you, Miss Kathy. It makes me happy, and I can feel that they appreciate you. I think there's only been like maybe like 2 places that I've ever worked at that I felt appreciated. um, that I worked at, and both of those bosses, one's retired and one moved to like California, so she's across country. So, hi, Leo. Would anybody else like a reading? Hi, baby. Did your sisters come down to see you? No, sisters, what's on your head? Here. And I'm happy. I'm sure that other place is hurting without you. I'm sure if they're still floating, that they're just floating. People sometimes, I don't know. Well, if nobody else would like a reading, I hope everybody has a great night. If you would like a private reading, you may message me. I hope you guys have a great night. I will see you tomorrow. And enjoy the last day of June. Bye, guys. That's funny, Miss Kathy. I thought I hit end. I guess I didn't.